Take 3.
3. Third time's a charm.
Oh my goodness, you guys. So we're trying to get this done right now, and our kids are asleep-ish. 2 of the 3 are. Good enough. Anyway, getting to the chase. We want to live in an RV. We have for a long time.
2 weeks. Alright, more than that.
Longer, okay. For the longest time, we wanted to live in a tiny house until we realized they're not really practical unless you have land to put it on and you park it. You don't really travel around frequently with a tiny house.
Yeah, and in some areas of the country, tiny houses, you don't get beautiful land to live on.
True.
So not everybody has a mountain to view with a tiny house or amazing woods.
Where we live, it's not pretty. And we don't want that. We want to be able to travel, which is one of the reasons that we're looking into it in the first place, and living tiny and minimally and functionally and efficiently and enjoying life and all of that. Everything that comes along with living tiny. Watch everyone else's videos for those talks, because this is good.
They do a good job.
So we thought we would take a quick video. We don't even have an RV. We still have our house that isn't even ready to sell. We don't have a vehicle to even pull an RV.
Oh, come on.
Our little minivan or our little Taurus isn't gonna do it.
The Taurus won't do it?
Maybe if you push behind. So anyway, so we obviously have a long ways, or at least a lot of things that have to happen in order for us to get there, but it is something that we want to do, and so we thought we would make a quick video just about what we're hoping, or what we're scared of, or both, or not scared, but concerned about.
Yeah, probably concerned or worries.
So we'll do concerns and worries, and then what we're hoping and dreaming and picturing this being. So start with the bad.
Yeah,
concerns.
Let's get on.
Okay. We haven't written any of this down. In fact, Stefan didn't even know we were doing this. I just sat him down and said, "Hey, we're doing this video." And so, okay, concerns. Do you have any concerns? I probably have more. Where are we gonna park it? Okay.
Can't park it in the same place all the time.
That's true. That's true.
I'm gonna try to keep my current job.
Mhm.
So how are you gonna do that?
That's true. That's true. His job is a very flexible job, and it's a seasonal type job. So we could come back when it's necessary, and then leave in between necessary times. And fall and spring is the necessary time. So then we could be gone, or even doing stuff for his job in the winter and in the summer. It's kind of what we're thinking. But yeah, the working that actually out. That's a good concern. Any others?
No, I can't do it on that.
No. Okay. That's not very many concerns.
I know you've thought about a lot more than I have, so fire away.
So one of my concerns is she might be able to hear us. Our oldest daughter. How she would take it. She's very connected, grounded and settled.
Consistency.
There you go. She likes what's familiar and what's consistent, and so even the talk or the thought of selling this house causes anxiety, I think, for her a little bit.
Yeah, she likes her space.
Yeah, she gets very, very connected and attached to things. So then maybe it would be good, but I think it would be a challenge, and just how we handle that would be a little bit more difficult. Or we would just have to be more aware of it.
Probably just more aware of it.
So
she'll be fine when she's with us.
Well, yeah, obviously, and then there's going to be benefits, but there's going to be and I'm sure there would be for us too moments where we miss this house and whatnot. Okay, so that was one concern. Another concern, which is kind of a dumb concern, because it doesn't really matter, because it's for us, but it's what other people are going to think or say about us.
Because some family.
Yeah, family members, or just
hippies.
Yeah, that, or just thinking we're ridiculous, or making a terrible mistake. And which we've talked about so many times, is that we can do this and make this change, and if it doesn't work, we're not stuck doing it. Then we sell the RV and...
We're not? Okay.
No.
We're not stuck.
So We sell the RV and do a house again, or keep the RV to travel in but still get a house or whatever, so.
And we're not doing it to have the RV being an investment, because that doesn't work out.
No, we know that we're not going to make money. Actually, so, okay, wait, that's a hope and dream, the money thing. Like being able to save more money. You're skipping ahead at me.
Oh no, sorry.
No. Darn it. Okay, so that's a concern, which again doesn't matter because really we can do what we want, and always have in our marriage and in our life.
That's true, yeah.
But I was just it's just I wonder how they're gonna react or whatnot. Yeah, and then just do we have a solid understanding of what we're getting into to answer their questions? And if not, then it's gonna be like when we were first married and we moved 10 hours away and everyone had so many questions and we were just like, I don't know.
11 days after.
God will take care of us. Yeah, we did. Got married, did our honeymoon for a week, and then 3 days later we moved 12 hours away.
Right. In a place we never visited.
Nope. We didn't even have a job. We only got an apartment 2 days prior to moving out there.
Yeah. She had an interview. You had a promise of an interview.
An interview. Crazy. But you know what? At that time we said, hey, God's got us. God will take care of us. And so we feel like if this is for us, then things will line up and the questions will be answered along the way.
We made it this far.
Okay. Anyway, we're getting on a bunny trail. Rabbit trail. Throw the bunny at you. Did I ever tell you that? I had a professor who did that.
Move on.
I'm going to go on a bunny trail here.
Okay.
I had a professor who would have a stuffed bunny, and if you ever went on a bunny trail, you could chuck, if you were the special person for the day, you could, not a professor, but a teacher in high school, you could chuck the bunny at him. Isn't that cool?
But then we get to teach him more.
Right, so none of us ever chucked the bunny at him.
I would wait till the end of class and then throw it at him.
Yeah, just so you can do it once. Anyway, I feel like those are our major concerns. The whole process of downsizing doesn't really concern me. I feel like we've done... No, stop it. Are you kidding me?
There's a lot here.
There's not a lot here. There is a lot here. There's a lot we can get rid of.
I'm not concerned about
getting rid of the stuff,
but
just
process.
Oh, okay.
The work that's going to go behind getting rid of.
Yeah, but we're gonna possibly have that one rental, and we'll just put all of our stuff in there. So when we're not, it'll be a storage. Okay, no, we will get rid of it. But no, getting rid of stuff doesn't bother me. Every time we've moved, you stop shaking. You're shaking the whole camera when you shake your leg.
Sorry, nervous.
Why are you nervous?
This video.
It's like fake people.
Yeah, why did you do my makeup?
Okay. So how many times have we moved? 1, 2,
3 times in this town.
3. Okay, but we've moved to 3. We've lived in 3 different states.
Yes.
Or we've moved to 3 different states. And so we know what it's like to get rid of a lot of stuff because in each of those moves we've gotten rid of tons of stuff.
Oh yeah.
And so stuff is stuff. Exactly. I'm kind of looking forward to it. Part of me kind of wanted to go through our house and start getting rid of stuff. Just to do it, even if we don't go into the RV. Anyway, so that's not really a concern. I don't really think I have any other concerns. I think one, same as yours, is kind of working out the work and travel and that whole, what that's gonna look like. I mean, it's just an unknown, but we'll figure it out as we go. I do get concerned about if our kids are gonna miss out on anything. Not being in a house, which I think is dumb.
In a house? No. I think if we're traveling a lot,
yeah,
we get to experience other things.
Yeah.
Traveling. Things that might miss out would be things that you get from just being connected in a local community where it's
true, like a church or friends.
Be able to hang out.
But do you think having this still be our base city and coming back here regularly would help with that?
Yeah, definitely. Because you have a pattern it's winter break. We're gone for a trip for a month. That's fine.
Yeah.
But traveling, some people travel year round, or
that's true.
Constantly on the road.
If we were to do it more that way, yeah.
I think their kids miss out on being a part of a
connection,
team or being a part of an organization because you can't because you're on the road.
Yeah. So we're gonna kind of toe the line. No, walk the line. Yeah, I mean,
Fence sitters.
we're gonna live in the RV. Oh, live in the RV. We're gonna live in the RV. But during certain times of the year, we will be like within like a 30-mile radius of this town, just kind of going around to the little free campsites around here and stuff like that.
Brilliant.
That's what we're thinking.
As long as they don't like turn off their stuff in the wintertime.
Oh.
That's the other thing I was thinking about. Because.
But then, okay, so if that's the case, and if we have to be here, that's why we would have so we're looking at buying a triplex, renting out 2 of them, and keeping 1 for ourselves.
Right.
So then, if that were the case, then maybe we, for those couple months, we do not live in the RV.
Or we could hook up our RV to our own house.
Or we just hook up our RV to our house just to live in that.
We got it. We're using it.
We could.
You could rent out that last time.
We could make the other thing be like an Airbnb house, like so people's families could stay there if they were coming into town instead of doing a hotel.
Yeah, maybe just throw it off because it's not like in a tourist part of town or.
Yeah, but if I'm saying like if my parents, if parents were to come to town, if any parents were to come to town or like they were a family gathering rather than staying at a hotel, they could stay there, and that would be in town, which would be probably closer to them anyway. Sorry, brainstorming here. So we don't know what that looks like, but I feel like with our personalities, we're okay with not knowing what it all looks like. Just figuring it out like it goes.
Right, go with the flow. Whatever we come up with.
Okay, is that good for concerns? I don't really have any other concerns.
I think that was it. I thought you had more.
Am I supposed to have more?
You seem like you had more because I mentioned 2 and you were like.
And I only had 2. So I guess I do have a concern. The whole learning curve with like functioning and maintaining an RV. Well, like, have you ever had an RV that I know of? No. I grew up camping with a tent and then a pop-up.
Oh, I did have a pop-up as a kid.
And I remember with the pop-up, there was like a little string that you had to watch, and once that was tight, you knew it was high enough. That was about it. Did you guys have the little string you had to watch?
I just knew we had to bring lots of wood to put underneath the jack for the car.
Oh. Okay.
Highly useful.
So see, we have a lot of work to do to maintain, not to maintain it, but to like do the right stuff with our to take care of it, care of it. But it's a learning curve, so that's a bit of a concern to me. Is like learning all that stuff.
All that's gonna happen is the first time we park and camp, it's gonna take us like 3 hours to set up.
As our 3 children are running around and screaming and hungry. And
actually, they'll be locked up inside.
Probably, so we don't have to watch them.
And then
so we can figure it out.
And then like.
Or you'll be watching them and I'll be figuring it out.
Yeah,
that's how it goes.
I'll be inside trying to keep the kids safe and alive. And then, like a year down the road, it'll only take us an hour to set up.
How long does it take to set up an RV? For all you full-time RVers out there, let us know.
I bet you.
It's an hour realistic? Is it more? Is it less?
Oh, it's less.
Okay, we've done 13 minutes on our concerns, and those aren't really concerns.
All right. Anyway, so
hopes and dreams. Like, what are we thinking to get out of this? I want to see cool stuff and do cool stuff. So we were talking about this last night. We don't really get to travel because all of our extra money goes into our house and into living, like just bare minimum living.
Paying off our mortgage.
We live by a budget, fairly tight budget. We flex it every now and then. We budget the budget every now and then. Yep. But like extra money, anything that comes in, we go to pay off our house. Like that's our goal. That's what we want. So we don't ever travel. And in traveling as a family of 5, it's expensive unless you drive. And then you drive and then you have hotel costs and you have food costs because you're eating out and because you don't have a kitchen. You know, this is without an RV. Or actually just the time, like Stefan, I mean, he does have a job, obviously, and so, like, he can't just take tons of time off, so usually our travel and our vacation time is to see family, because we don't live by family. And so I'm excited to be like, well, if we just take out the whole, like, living expense, or just put it all into one with the RV, your living and your travel are now all in one, and I feel like we'll be able to see a lot more and do a lot more with our kids. So I'm excited about that. Experience a lot more with them that way. We homeschool already, so it's kind of cool to think that we can like take them to these things that we're reading about. like we would always go through South Dakota, and there was what was that town that had Laura Ingalls Wilder in it? DeSmet.
Mhm.
Doesn't it have like a museum or something?
Yep.
So I have read like 3 of the Little House on the Prairie books with the girls, and they love them, and so it'd be cool to be like, hey, we're gonna go and see the house that she lived in and stuff like that. So that's an exciting thing that I think of. Yeah.
I think we decided just to travel.
That's what I
You'll
just said.
see.
I'm just kidding.
To take our kids to go see different parts of the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
and to see the different lifestyles that people have in different parts of the country. Get to meet all different kinds of people. I like to meet people.
That's true. Yeah. I'll go hide in the RV. I'm just kidding.
I'll talk to people.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That'll be fun. Just be able to do things as a family. Teaching our kids new things, going exploring, trying out new experiences. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
And then financially, I mean, you lose the burden of having a house. Because like one of our hopes is to sell our house and then be able to use some of the money, not all of it, but some, to purchase a vehicle to pull and a camper or RV, whatever we decide. But not all of it, and then you can keep the rest to have as access. And then I'm still planning on keeping my jobs, and then we'll have a good financial base to move forward and actually.
And then if we get the triplex, that will have income.
Yes, that was our goal
as well.
Big. If we get the triplex, that'll be useful. But
yeah, and just to live more, I guess, set ourselves up for a better financial future. Right now, I mean, obviously we're doing a lot to pay off our house. We bought this house. It was like not a fixer-upper, but it was a super outdated house, and we got it for really cheap. So, we've done a lot to the house. Sweat equity, I think is what they call it.
Elbow grease.
And so, but to still just truly not live with debt, and just not live with that burden, I think would be really cool. And then to also to still live with a budget and to be able to save a lot more and just set that aside for, excuse me, it's late, it's bedtime, for a future house that we would purchase or whatever the future looks like. How long do you think we would do this for? You don't have to. I don't know.
I have no idea.
I can see us doing it for a while.
Depends on how long we're having fun for.
That's true.
And as long as probably one more concern would be like if anything breaks down. Getting that fixed and, you're out in Podunkville.
In the middle of nowhere.
Fixed and finding someone who's useful. I do my AAA though.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
So, never mind.
That might help. See, we're good. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Like those details.
Yeah, one thing would be fun is to be able to visit some places that are kind of like off the main path.
Yeah, when we first got married and we moved to our first state, we took all like non-highway roads, and so we went through all these little towns. That was so cool. Instead of a 12-hour trip, it was like an 18-hour drive. That was so cool.
Going through all these little towns.
There was a really pretty one in Iowa.
Strawberries.
Strawberries?
Strawberries or Strawberryville or something like that.
It was all like hilly. It was really pretty.
It was like a picture perfect postcard town.
It really was. It was cool. So yeah, to be able to see a lot more. And two, I've never seen so much in this country. We've lived in 3 different states and we've seen a lot, but I've never seen
Maine.
Maine would be very cool, or even out west, the redwood trees and stuff like that. I think that would be so cool, or even just some of the cool I don't know.
The mountains in Utah.
Mountains.
Colorado.
Yeah. Even the man-made stuff, the cool bridges and stuff that are around would be cool. So just to show that stuff to our girls, I thought it'd be cool to take a year and go to all the huge cool zoos, because our kids are at the age where they love animals.
Sweet.
So that'd be cool, rather than go to a bunch of historic stuff, because they're only 5 and they're gonna be 5 and 3 this spring, so they don't care about that. So age appropriate, right? So go to all get a zoo membership, so then you get half off at all the zoos, or even free at a bunch of zoos, and then just go to all the big huge zoos, like the San Diego Zoo, What's the one in Florida? Busch Gardens? Is that the big one? I don't know. I think that'd be cool for them and for us. I mean, an animal's an animal, but they would love it.
They love it. They know their animals.
So, they do. Anyway, any other dreams? I think just the time as a family. Like, I'm really looking forward to that. I mean, we have a ton of time together as a family because he's like super flexible and spends a lot of time with us. We do. Thank you. I would say way more than like a typical dad. He's kind of above and beyond. He's pretty cool. But he's mine, so. But really, like, the girls, I mean, they're used to, like, if he's not here in the morning, they're like, where's dad? Where's dad? Because, like, the morning time is his time. And then I wake up with our son, or a little bit after, depending on how the night went. And then he goes into the office. And then, like, usually we see him around lunchtime. And then at night and weekend, like, it's just pretty cool to already have that time. But then I think even more so. Yeah. Anything else? I don't really know. We didn't really think through this. We just thought we'd do a video. This is a 20-minute start. So if you're still watching, high five right now because that's a long video. But I feel like we've watched like 20-minute videos. So we will just keep doing these videos on the process until we get until we get our RV as things come up, as we're making decisions. In fact, tomorrow we're going to go to a RV place and go through some RVs. So maybe we'll shoot a little video there.
Sounds good.
And share with you what we like or what we find and don't find, and trying to make the process of finding an RV and finding a place to live.
Crazy.
So we might be crazy. We might not. It might last for like 6 months. It might not. Who knows? It might last longer.
It'd be a fun summer if it only lasts for a few months.
Right. It's life. Like, why do the same thing throughout your entire life? Why not try something new? So that's what we're doing. There you go.
Sounds
Challenge to you. Try something new.
Try something new.
Stop shaking your leg because you're making me shake.
Try something new. Give us a like.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night. It's late. We're going to bed. Actually, I have to clean our house because my parents are coming here tomorrow, and we gotta clean the house and act like we're grown-ups. Bye!